Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever. We are exactly where we left off because I've only just recorded the end of the last episode. I'm getting a couple of episodes ahead as well. I haven't uploaded the first one yet, so that's why I haven't responded to any comments via the video. I will respond if you comment, obviously. I respond to everybody, even if it's just to say thank you, because I do appreciate all the comments and the likes and the followers and the subscribers. It's very much appreciated. So yes, I'm going to call this town Jeff. Jeff Bridges. Yeah, daft joke. I need to get a bus route in out here. There's houses coming on this side of the river, which is what I wanted. So yeah, we're going to get some buses running around there. I want to get some up here as well if I can. So we'll have a bus going all the way around and coming into town, stopping at the station. I think what I might do down here is come and demolish an area of town and create a park in the middle or something. A central plaza. These towns have grown quite a bit while we've been running on the train rides. The train itself takes an hour on the full journey, so starting from here and doing the full loop and then going back again is a full hour. So it's been growing a little bit, quite a little bit actually. Yeah, I want to do something along here as well. I'll get rid of all these houses out the middle and put a park in there, maybe church or something. Definitely want to do something with this side. I'm not sure what just yet, but the first thing I need to go and do is join all the towns up and do a little bit of work in some of the towns. Hogsley needs bridges going over here, or maybe under that side. Possibly a double crossing there, or maybe a bridge, a little bridge. I do want to open this side up a bit and get some houses along this side. That's gonna, oh yeah, it definitely needs connections up that side so it can spread out around here, because it's going to run out of room here soon. Beckheath, I want to spread this sort of direction, so I'm going to get rid of these road connections and just put some sort of industrial buildings in here and stuff, make a bit of an industrial scene, maybe a few sidings and stuff. I'm going to try, like I say, I'm not going to go too heavy with any of the decorating or build anything really big like I did before on the last one, mainly because I wrecked it and I don't want to wreck it. I want to carry on for a few more episodes at least. I want to get these towns growing. The frame rate's pretty good. There is a little bit of stuttering here and there on the trains, but there always is anyway. I am going to decorate this area up. I'm going to put some sidings in here, but I'm not going to go really mad with the sidings. I'm not going to have them as dense as I usually do. I'm going to make them a bit more, sort of spread the rails out a little bit more, and decorate it up with more buildings and less rails, just to make it sort of look a bit better. Just because I know every time I build one of these sidings and I put loads and loads of rail and loads of I've just gone completely and utterly blank. Carriages, goods wagons was the word I was trying to think of. I don't know why I had difficulty there. I'm having a senior moment. Yeah. Train of thought, please. Yes, goods carriages and stuff. I'm going to put some in here. Not many, not too many. Not going to go mad with the decorating. I'm going to try and get these towns to grow as much as I can till the frame rate gets to the point where I can get a half decent train ride, but I can get a decent flyover of all the towns growing. That's mainly what I want. I'm going to go and put some farming land in between them as well. But the reason I did this map like this was to give the mountains so that I wouldn't have to go and decorate as much, and I'd be able to get it done a bit easier. So maybe a few little villages here and there or something, I don't know. But I'm not going to be connecting them up by train. I might just put like one or two houses and shops at work, and then maybe several false ones, maybe inactive houses and shops. Make a couple of little town centres here and there, just to decorate it up a bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it to grow over this side. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm going to put any bridges on there. I'm going to let it grow down this side. I'm going to put something else in to connect up to there. But yeah, so today, main job, get the towns connected up, get some buses on the go, make sure the goods are getting out to all the places they need to be getting out to, join up any bits and pieces in the town centres that need connecting, and maybe even get a bit of decorating done if I get that far, hopefully. Maybe get a few churches in here and there, a few parks or something. Yeah, or I might actually crack on with that depot. I don't know, you'll see. Right, I'm going to jump into a speed build. Alright, enjoy, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, I forgot, just before we jump into a speed build, I wanted to upgrade the passenger line. I've got a new train. So, where are we? GWR 460. It'll do 80 mile an hour. It's pretty powerful. There's one with aging and one with no aging. So they're express passenger trains, so they're definitely appropriate. Have one of them. We want the top lights. That's a front brake coach. Let's get 1, 2, 3. How many of these carry 16? Let's get 4 on there, and a rear brake coach. So that's the consist it should be. They're quite nice, 130 metres. The train stations are 180, I think, so we're fine there. Let's get these replaced. I am going to go and jump into a speed build in a second. I just want to see these trains. Are you going to replace there? Catch him in time. Oh, yeah, it froze as he replaced. There we go. Makes a great noise as well. Yeah, proper nice these. I like these. Pretty powerful as well, so should get up to speed fairly quickly. May have put 1 or 2 too many carriages on there. Sorry if you can hear my dog yipping, grumbling in the background. Just want to see what capacity I've got now. I've upgraded, and I want to see how fast this one's getting. Let's just speed it up a tad. I want to get all the trains upgraded. He only got up to 50 odd there. I think I might actually drop it by 1. Right, they're going to take a little bit of time to upgrade. I think that's better though. Speed wise should be a little bit better. Yeah, he seems to be accelerating a bit quicker there. I think there was a little bit of an uphill section there as well, so that's good speed. Slow down for the corner. What I've done with all the train stations is I've got this 50km standard approach track, and I've put it on the approaches. Last time I did that, I put them on the exits as well, and it was slowing the trains down as they were, instead of speeding them up, it was keeping them withheld for quite a bit. So I've just put it on the approaches to the train stations, but it just slows the train down. even though it's a little bit less efficient doing that, I think it looks a little bit better when you're riding the train, because the train would slow down before the station, not speed into the station at 100 mile an hour and then anchor the brakes on all of a sudden, sending everyone's tea and crumpets flying everywhere. Right, they're all upgraded. Let's have a quick look at the line. Let's have a look. Where are we? Main line. 566 of 768. Oh, so still fairly full. He's full. There's probably quite a bit of people waiting at some stations. This train just left. He's probably full. He is. That's good. So I could have done with him that extra carriage on there. He was slowing the train down a little bit too much, so I'll leave them on there till they get full, and then I'll either stick another carriage on if they're full, or maybe another couple of trains. I don't really want to put any more trains on there, to be honest with you. How many trains have we got now? Right, so we've got 22 trucks, and we've got 56 trains. So that is pretty much the limit of where I want to be with the amount of trains I've got. I don't want to add any more trains now. I might put a couple of little shunters on somewhere just for decoration, just going back and forward, but that'll be it. I'm definitely not adding any more trains. We do need to add buses, but buses should be fine. I don't think they'll kill the frame rate. I do think the smokestacks are something that is a big problem, and I've got the low resolution smoke mod on, even though you wouldn't think so, and diesel based power emission, or power based emissions, whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't know why I can't think today. I'm tired. Brain's a little bit frazzled. I've been full of a cold the last few days, and I'm trying to get things done. Oh, look at the state of that. It's a right mess. Right, smoothing. Do this on high speed, why don't you? I should do something. Right, I'm going to go and do this on high speed after I've smoothed this little bit out. Right, stop it. Right, I'm going to go fix these towns up. I need to join the roads up. I need to do some work in some of the towns, joining up some around the other sides and bits and pieces. I need to put some buses in some of the towns. Quite a few of the towns. Some of them have already got coverage practically everywhere, but there is a town that's running out of space. Where is it? Is it? No, Crackley Bay's fine. I'm thinking of putting a beach on there, so I don't want to open that side up, and I want to try and see if I can push it down and get these two to kind of sort of... Oh no, because I'm decorating this side up. I want to see if I can push it down onto this island, if possible. I don't know if I'll get that far before my frame rate dies. Myton can spread out around here anyway, so whoops. Sorry, I pressed on the button while autosave was on then. Made it jump. I thought somewhere needed expanding. He's got plenty of room. Be nice if I could get buildings along here. I might just decorate that up myself. I think that might be a good spot for a lighthouse and a bit of a beach area. I'll get to the decorating soon. I will. Once I've got everything I need to get in place, as far as trucks, buses, town connections, all that sort of stuff, I'll get on with the decorating then. We'll start with adding a few churches here and there and a few parks. I'm not going to go mad with the decorating. I do want to do the depot up a little bit, get some trucks and stuff on there. Not trucks, carriages, wagons, tracks, things, bits, pieces, decorations. Make it look nice. That's what I'm going to go and do. Right, back in a bit.
Nothing is untrue, nothing don't matter. It's all notions of our emotions, of everything we are and what we belong to, how we reach our destination. Shadows fading light. We're caught in burning fire, almost falling from the sky. to shore. Caught in burning fire, and the sun may tear the wings of us like Icarus. We fly. Caught in a burning fire, and the sun may tear the wings of us like Icarus. We fly. Caught in burning fire, and the sun may tear the wings of us like Icarus. We fly. We're caught in burning fire, almost falling from the sky, and the sun may tear the wings of us like Icarus. We fly, fly with courage and bravado, fly with passion in our hearts, and realizing the power of love will guide us safe to shore. Safe to shore. Don't wanna wait in line. I've been here 1,000 times. It's all a big hustle and a serious crime. You're coming out to me and hope I come quietly. Already in love, but nowhere to call my home. You're still a part of me, but are you where you wanna be? I left you without a single way to break free. I came back years too late, feeling both love and hate, trying to make up for the hurt that I've caused, hoping to gain what I've lost. Don't stop waiting here for me. I'll dust you off just like the dust upon my shoulder. I have a hunch of who you are. Believe it or not, I got the strength to blow you over. I'm a hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane. a generation of my time. There is nothing we can do to stop this plague from breaking through. Don't come around and waste my time. A generation of my kind. There is nothing we can do to stop this plague from breaking through.
Right, so we've got quite a lot done. I did manage to get quite a bit of farmland in here. I do want to go and put some hay bales down on these ones. But yeah, I think that looks quite nice. I think I've spread that out sort of in between and around the edges of the mountains and stuff, so we've got plenty of this sort of thing. Because that didn't actually take that long to do, really. I can't remember how long it took. It was last night I did it. I'm just coming back to it the next day. I did just start recording, and a couple of minutes into recording the game just suddenly crashed on me. I'm like, oh no, not again. But it does play on. I know it plays on. It plays on okay, because I did record a train ride last night as part of that recording. I did record another full train ride around the map. Unfortunately, I ran out of room on my hard disk on one of my SSDs, which is one I keep all my recordings on. So I had to go and delete some files. I still had some old video files in there that I've already processed and uploaded, so I had to go and clear a few of them out. Yeah, because basically it recorded the whole thing, and then when I went to play it back, it wouldn't play. So I couldn't edit it. I couldn't speed it up in my editor or anything, or even play it, process it or anything, which was a bit annoying. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I've gone back to the point of the start of the train ride. The reason being is because even though it was a bit quicker than last time, because we've got quicker trains on here, a little bit quicker, but the frame rate was crashing quite a lot towards the end of the ride, particularly in town, as we come through the inner town areas. This over here is perfectly fine. My frame rate's up in the 40s, not an issue. I swing over by town and it drops 18, 19, 20, which is not great. But then if I go over here, where I've stuck some trees in and things, I'm getting 15, 14 and back up to 20. And this is on pause as well, and we've only gone on 9 years. So even just the slightest bit of decoration in town is causing the frame rate to crash really quickly. Over here the frame rate's not too good either. Coming through this bit of town, it just, as you come through the tunnel, the frame rate just goes down to about 12. And it picks up again slightly afterwards. And then it's perfectly fine as you get out of the town. So it's just such a pain. It's just so limiting to what I can actually do. But I can do this. So that, I mean, if I go and do this all over the map, I think it won't have that much of a frame rate draw. It might do a bit, but not as much as it will if I let the game run on. So I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it on pause. But this it's quite simplistic and it doesn't break the game. This should be perfectly fine. However, one of these houses is rather active. I think it's this one down here. Below the road as well. Yeah. There's a ton of cars coming in and out of it. I did put people magnets down around these houses. I'm not sure whether it was just as the people magnet started up. Because even on low, you get 5 on there. Oh no, I've got it set on 5. Yeah, so there's 5 people will go in and out of there per month. So these have got them. So there'll be a little bit of traffic moving around on these roads. I don't want too much. I mean, I watch videos of people building, you know, really big, sort of detailed cities and all that kind of stuff. But one of the main things they do is keep it on pause, and they don't have any AI towns. They delete them all. So they just start on a blank map, and then like they'll build a big city area, and then just have a few active houses in there. So there's just a few people wandering around. I don't like it. I like to see activity on the streets. I want to see traffic and people. You know, I want to see the towns grow. But unfortunately, this game just. There's just something about the optimization that's just not right. Especially when you start adding bits, and especially as you add more tracks. The more and more tracks you add. I remember crashing it doing signals on one map. It was quite a big map, but I'd built a massive train line and I went round doing all the signals, and the frame rate just absolutely tanked. And I hadn't even set any trains off or anything. So yeah. I can't wait for the next one. Can't wait for Transport Fever 2. I know there's probably going to be a few issues. There might be things that, you know, there's always things that they haven't figured out or come across, problems that arise after they release it. Especially pre-release, there's going to be a few bugs and glitches and things. But I'm really hoping there's an improvement to how well this works on an average PC. Because I don't have one of these all singing, all dancing, thousands of pounds PCs that have got, you know, the latest processor and a brand new video card and all that kind of stuff. All my stuff's second hand and has either been given to me or I've bought cheap. So, yeah, this is the Paupers edition. I like the way that looks. And see, I mean, I'm thinking it's the trees. Because whenever I put trees in, the frame rate starts getting really low. But then I come over here and I've stuck loads of trees in here and it's perfectly fine. But it's because there's few people around, I think. I wonder if do you know what it could be as well? It could be the amount of people waiting in the stations. I wonder about that. Because that station's pretty busy down there. It's not that busy. I think it gets busier because as we came back in on the train ride, it was packed out. Did I upgrade these trains? There's something. Yeah. Right, so I've got 6 coaches on these. Now, I could add another 16 capacity if I take the front and rear brake coaches off and put normal carriages on. But I like the look of them. I like the consist. There is something I noticed though, which is going to be a right pain. No, not you. This one. This station's too short. I've only put in a 100 and... No, I've only put in an 80. It needs to be 160. Ew. I'm going to have to redo that. I'll do that next episode though. The reason being is the trains are sticking out of the station. These trains are too long for these. And all the other ones on here are all 160s or 180s. 160s, I think. Yeah, 160s. So I want to keep it at 160 because I can't really do the trains any longer than that, and I don't want to add any more trains to it. We were at capacity there. Yeah, so 814 out of 960. We're near enough at capacity again. I'm not sure when the next train's coming out, when the next what the next upgrade is. What we've got on there at the moment, we are running the 460 4000. I've put these dreadnoughts on the industrial trains, and I've used some of these as well for some of the shorter journey ones. They're a little bit slower, but I just wanted to have a little bit of a mix of trains. We've got there's another GWR coming up that's more powerful than these and faster. So there is upgrades coming to the trains, I just don't know when they are. I do like these, they're really nice. We've got some steam ferries. That's a mod in the workshop. Quite like these raised harbours. I think they look better than the vanilla ones. Although I would still just like some, you know, a single one that they can pull into and then just pull out of, rather than having to come and do the hokey dokey. This one that comes in here has to do a right tight turn there. Excuse me. I'm still quite full of a cold, so you'll have to forgive me. My sinuses are blocked and everything. Here's one of them little green ones. Nice. I've got the carriages on here, couple of mixed carriages. I did put extra trucks on there, so the next trucks I think are 1915. It's going to be a while before we get any new trucks to go on there. So they're not even filling that train up at the moment. There's 2 trains on there anyway, so yeah, they're nowhere near full. I could just even get rid of one of them trains. Just have one on there. It doesn't matter, I've got no costs on anyway. So I'll put a church in, bit of a graveyard. Just flung some graves around, I didn't want to go too heavy on the detail. You get like, even on pause, I'm getting less than 20 frames a second here. It'll come through on the train, it's not great. So I won't be able to run it on too much further. Not and get decent video anyway, so I want to get the decorating done. So, like I said, there's going to be quite a bit more of this. I'm going to do a section each episode. But I'm not just going to do an entire episode of me doing farming. I want to do the mines, I want to do the oil field, I want to do the quarry. It definitely needs farming over this side, and I want to get some beaches, just at least just some sand along the edges with a few rocks and a few bushes and stuff. Thought I'd let them build out onto this little island. It seems close by. I'm tempted to run a bus down there and stick a bus stop in the middle and see if I can encourage people to move out that way. I really don't think we're going to get the towns to grow that much, so yeah, I might do a bit of it on play, and more, especially if I'm doing anything in town, I tend to pause it anyway. This has started growing out this side now. I want it growing that way. Maybe delete him, I think. I might stick some blockers in there. Just force that town to grow in the other directions rather than growing over this side, because I just want farmland around this side. I'm really sorry, you're going to have to forgive me. Right. As a deafen you with me coughing, I still need to go and do buses. I haven't done them yet. Right, we'll do them next episode. Alright, thanks everybody again for watching, and I'll see you really soon for another one. Give us a thumbs up there if you enjoyed that one, and yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.